Hello everybody. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So now, as you can see, my desktop looks a lot different. I wonder what's different. Okay, y'all, this is Windows 11. So I finally got the dev preview downloaded. It all went in, installed fine. I had no problems. There is one problem though. I've had this problem where I've had Call of Duty Warzone right here has been locking up. It just locks up. I don't know what happens. It's a DLL error. I don't know. I submitted that to Windows Insider Program so they could try to get that fixed, but I still honestly don't know what happened. I don't know. It's just a DLL error, so it could be a lot of different things. And I've tried it with both an NVIDIA card and an AMD card, so I know it's something to do with Windows. So let's get into this. Okay. As y'all can see, there are quite a few differences. Well, a few. All the corners are rounded, so everything, so like right here, you can see right here, everything is rounded. I mean, they've changed the way that everything looks. It's got a cast button now, which of course will probably depend upon your machine in particular as to what you can actually cast to. So let's get into it. So here's the new start menu right there. It pops up in the center. Everything's good. Okay, so it's almost exactly the same except for this is like the part that was on the right hand side before. So like you had all your apps on the left hand side before, so they were like right over here, and then you had these little tiles right here. Okay, so if you click on this, right? Okay, so back in the day they had the old school menu. They had the start menu over here on the left, the far left. So you'd click on that and then it would open up this menu, except the apps were on the left hand side. Well, now if you look here, that's the same thing except they moved it to the center. So they essentially copied Mac is what it looks like to me. Now, I'm not saying it runs excellent. I'm going to tell you it's fast. So like I'll tell you what, let's just okay, so what you do, if you look right here, you have this little button. Well, when you hover it over it now, you notice that there's like a half screen. See that right here? And you can pick whichever side you want it to go to. There's like a 3/4 screen and a quarter screen. Then they break it up into thirds and then half and two top and bottom half. Then the quarters and then the thirds. It's kind of crazy because this is kind of like a new concept that they've done, that they've started working on. So let's just try it. Let's do, let's say we want it down there. Okay. So now let's say, well, we don't like that either. So let's put it there. See, and it automatically configures to where it will automatically show you everything else. Sorry if y'all saw all that other junk. That's just my camera. Let's have some coffee. So what you're looking at right now, sorry if y'all hear that washing machine in the background. The washing machine's running. I didn't want to wait on it to get done. So that's pretty much all for that. Now, the settings menu is where I've noticed that there's a lot of difference. So, like if you look, like Windows Update, and it looks a lot different. Here's the insider stuff that I went over in like one of my very first videos. So let's see, let's go to System. Let's just look at some of this stuff. So they have, under the display, it's a lot easier to move things around. It's a lot easier. Like it was simple to change my my frequency, my refresh rate was running at like 165 hertz because that's what my 32-inch monitor is. But all I did, so you can see right here, that's number one. So if you go down, let's see right here. So I've got it running at 60 hertz. It's an MSI G32C4 in case anybody's wondering. And I got a good price on it, so that's why I bought it. So if you look, ignore this part. I'm probably going to blank all this out. But, I mean, there's There was one issue that I had, so, and I'm going to show y'all this right now. So if you look at the audio device right here, this is what I'm using for my audio. So the microphone that I'm talking into has a XLR cable that goes over to the Focusrite. I think it's a Scarlett Solo, I think is what it's called. But that Scarlett Solo is actually, it's actually got a mic input, so I can just do an XLR cable from there to there. That's why the sound is so good. That's why the sound is so clean. And it's got a USB-C going from the back of the Focusrite down into my computer. I have my motherboard has an onboard USB-C. So you can see right here I've got all kinds of junk. This is my other video card, or my other monitor. So, I mean, you can see there's Bluetooth devices and so on and so forth. I mean, hey, let's see how easy this is. I could do this, but I'm on my home network, so I don't need to. Okay, so let's get into this now. This is the visualization part of it. Let's see how it looks. So, you notice that, okay, did that change? Oh, yeah, that changed a lot. Oh, yeah, hey, it looks like Pringles. That looks like Pringles for sure. So this must be like a dark mode, which I use dark mode. I like dark mode. Let's see what else we have here. See, I'm looking at all this stuff for the first time. I hadn't really looked at it a whole lot. Okay, contrast themes. Here's all your contrast stuff. This and this and that. Let's go back. And so far, I've only had one problem. The only problem that I've really, truly had is where, okay, so within this operating system, they've got a separate search function now right here. Sometimes this won't open, but it is the developer version. So, I mean, everything else so far has worked perfectly, except for Warzone. Warzone is the only thing that hasn't. I haven't had any other. Oh, and I had DaVinci Resolve locked up the other day, but I mean, it saved the file and everything, so it wasn't no big deal. And that was actually for the video before this one. So let's do lock screen. So, I mean, you can choose pretty much. Ooh, I like that one. Okay, yep, that looks good to me. And you can go out and get new backgrounds and stuff for it. I mean, it's like really interesting. So here's your start menu. Let's just turn that on, whatever. So that'll help me show my most used app, because there's certain apps I use a lot. DaVinci Resolve, OBS, those are ones that I use all the time. Let's see, taskbar. Let's see what they got in here. Pin menu. Yeah, I don't got anything to do with that. Taskbar behaviors. Okay. Here's your taskbar alignment. So if you want to change it, let's say, I don't like the way it looks in the center. Bam. Moves it over to the left. I like it in the center, so I'm going to leave it there. There you go. Did you see that animation? See, and the other issue I've seen is they're saying that it requires a pretty good machine to run it. Of course, my machine is, in case y'all are wondering, I'm going to show you the specs of my machine. Well, if I can figure out how to get there. Let's type in. Let's just use the search function then. See, sometimes it lags a little bit too, and it's not my machine. There you go. So I have the Pro in. Here's my processor right here. This is what I have, the AMD Ryzen 7 2700. I have a UFI BIOS. My motherboard is just to let y'all know, these are the specs of my machine. This is what my machine has, right? Okay, so you can see right here. It's made by ASUS, ROG Strix B450F. Excellent motherboard, by the way. The only issue is I wish I would have went with the PCI Express 4.0 one. So then I have 32 gig of RAM. And I have a, I don't know why it doesn't show the video card in here, but whatever. So there you go. That's the specs of my machine. That's what I have. And it has served me well for the last 2.5 years. I mean, it's been an excellent. Okay, so here's the one thing that I'm not sure about. So I don't know if y'all know this, but Windows 11 has a lot to do with gaming. They have really changed a lot of the features and the compatibility, and also the video side of things. So like game mode, I mean, you can do screen captures, which would probably be pretty cool. So see, you can like change. See, video frame rate. We'd do 60 frames a second. Now, my video card supposedly, if you go through the specs on and I'll actually show y'all this, the Titan Black. Technically, the Titan Black should be able to do. Let's do GTX Titan Black. It should be able to do 4K according to this. So like right here, see right here, it's checked 4K. So there you go, people. That's the introduction to Windows 11. You've seen a lot of the things that it does. I mean, there's all kinds of junk in here for developers. I keep giving a lot of feedback because there's, like in here, what I would like to see here is the control panel and stuff like that. That's what should be here, the control panel. Oh, one other thing before we end this video, let me show y'all. If you right-click here, look what they have now. Open in Windows Terminal. Look at that. Now that, in my opinion, is pretty good. I think that is a very good feature to have. I think it's very nice. I think that's the way it should be. And I hope y'all really enjoyed this video. Give it a like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, peace, y'all.
Boys.